Hello, children. Lesson number 2, History and the Concept of Time. Division of time and the timeline. Measurement of time and methods of measuring time. Historical periods. Scientific method of measuring time and establishing age. Dating. 2.1, Division of time and the timeline. There are different methods of reckoning time. Time is a continuous, but for our convenience, we divide it into periods. The method that we use for reckoning time depends on our purpose for dividing it and the manner in which we do it. For example, at sunrise, we say, "It is morning now. The day has begun." At sunset, we say, "It is evening now. Soon it will be night." At the end of the day, it becomes dark and it is night. This means that we divide the day into two parts, day and night. Our earth rotates around its axis at a certain speed. Similarly, it is also revolves around the sun. The sun has its own light. We receive light from the sun. However, we see light only in daytime. Nights are dark. How does it happen? As the earth rotates around its axis, that part of its surface which turns toward the sun becomes bright. The part that moves away from the sun moves into darkness. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation around its own axis. These 24 hours are approximately divided into 12 hours of daytime and 12 hours of night. A period of daytime and the following night together makes one day. 7 days from Monday to Sunday makes 1 week. 2 weeks makes a fortnight. 4 weeks makes a month. 12 months makes a year. In this manner, we reckon time in bigger and bigger units. 1 year is followed by another, and when 100 years go by, a century is completed. When 10 centuries, that is 1,000 years, are gone, a millennium is completed. Such a method of dividing time is known as a unlinear method. Common Era, Christian Era. In the unlinear division of time, years that follow one after the other are arranged in serial order. In history books also, a chain of events that follow one after the other is presented in a linear and serial manner. For this, usually we refer to the Common Era, Christian Era, written in short as a CE or AD. Anno Domini, which means in the year of our Lord. The calendar we use today is based on the Christian era, now called the Common Era. This era began in memory of Jesus Christ. The first year of this era is the year when it began. It is shown with the number 1. The year after that are indicated by the next numbers in serial order. The first 100 years, that is, the first century of this era, is written as 1-100 CE or 1-100 AD. The period of the first millennium of this era is written as 1-1000 CE or 1-1000 time before the Common or Christian era. The period before the Common Era is known as the time before Common Era, BCE, or before Christ, BC. The years of this period are counted and written in reverse order. The first century before the Common Era began at the year 100 BC and ended with 1 BC. Similarly, the first millennium before the Common Era began at the year 1000 BC and ended with the year 1 BC. So, the first century before the Common Era is indicated as 101 BC, and the first millennium before the Common Era is indicated as 1001 BC. Let us look at some examples of this method of indicating time before the Common or Christian era. The lifetime of Vardhaman Mahavir is written as 599 BC, 527 BC. The lifetime of Gautam Buddha is written as 563 BC, 483 BC. Read and try to solve exercise given below.